Yes, Northerners are saying, may Allah bring the end of terrorists terrorizing Nigeria. And they mention these names. Bello Turji, Northwest. Sunday Igboho, Southwest. Simon Ekpa, Southeast. Nnamdi Kanu, Southeast. All armed robbers and criminals. May their ends be humiliating for the many blood they have shed and unrest they have caused. So Northerners are lumping Sunday Igboho, Nnamdi Kanu, and Bello Turji in one group. You are comparing a Sunday Igboho, Nnamdi Kanu, and Bello Turji in one. I think there's a serious problem we have here with some Northerners. You cannot put Bello Turji and Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho into... Okay, let's look at it like this. What is Bello Turji fighting for? What is Nnamdi Kanu fighting for? What is Sunday Igboho fighting for? Sometimes when some of these malams, these Northerners come on social media, they seem to they seem to make bastardize the use of social media by making this comment, may Allah bring the end of terrorists terrorizing Nigeria. Especially Sunday Igboho, who told you that Sunday Igboho is terrorizing Nigeria. This Fulani man that posted this on Twitter, it is your Fulani brothers that have been terrorizing Nigeria that made Sunday Igboho come out from his shell and started fighting for justice of his people. It is your Fulani that have brought subjugation to the southeast and the entire Nigeria that made Nnamdi Kanu come out of his shell to fight for liberation of Biafra. I told you before that Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for one Nigeria before he went into this Biafra agitation. It is the likes of these Fulani cabal, jihadist cabals, that are behind the scenes operating. These are the people that made all these people come out to fight for justice. Now, I'm asking you questions from the north. Sorry, the Fulani. Somebody said that we should not lump all the Northerners together. No, Middle Belt is Middle Belt. Arewa, the Fulani up north, they are up north. They are different from Middle Belt. You Fulani from the up north that is making a statement, whether you are Hausa, because some Hausa people have not realized that they need to be free. It is only very few of them that realize that, man, we need to be free from these Fulani jihadis and conquest or whatever. So we're asking you this question. What is the ideal of Bello Turji? What is the ideal of the Boko Haram leader? What is their case? What case are they putting forward? Is it that the Fulani are marginalized, or it is the Fulani that marginalize people? You marginalize these Hausas and you conquer the region. You somehow find your ways into the different positions in power. In every government establishment, you see Fulanis there. Sometimes when a Southerner is being employed into a government establishment, federal government level, you'll be surprised. But I thought that these Northerners don't go to school, are not educated as the Southerners. If we are looking at competence, capacity, and character, Southerners need to fill most government establishments. But because of the style of politics the Fulani play, I told you before that the Fulani does not see you as human being as they are. They see themselves as above every other human being God created. So the kind of politics they play is subjugation. That is why the Hausas with their population are under them. So you see them everywhere in government. Everywhere with their population. They feel, I've told you, 3 politicians, popular politicians coming from the north. Mention one that is a Hausa that is alive. We have El-Rufai, we have Atiku, we have Buhari, we have Kwankwaso. These guys, affiliation with the Fulani jihadist terrorist organization, whatever they call themselves. So you don't lump, no, we don't need to tell you, but we need to counter these narratives. One of the reasons why I'm doing broadcasts is to counter narratives from whichever angle is coming from, whichever region is coming from. Bello Turji, what is, if you are watching this broadcast, please, and you're a Northerner, please tell us the aim of Bello Turji. Why is he kidnapping people and killing people and driving people away from their lands and taxing people, taxing farmers, killing farmers? To what end? Then you tell me, why is Sunday Igboho doing what he's doing? Why is Sunday Igboho doing what he's doing? Then you tell me, why is Nnamdi Kanu doing what he's doing? Under Buhari, you are quick to lump them as terrorists. The world looked at this group, especially the IPOB, looked at them critically. And there's no way the world could call them terrorists. But the people you harbor in your region that got sponsors from your leaders in the north, the Fulani north, not the middle belt. Because I've said it before, when you go to the north, the Fulani, they are the ones that are the head of banditry. Fulani, Kanu, and some other persons. They are the ones that are leading banditry in the north. They are the ones that are in political positions. They are the ones that is having the economic power. They are the ones that have the academics. The Hausas are the farmers, beggars, and all have you, shoemakers. Some of them are opposition, some of them, because of Islam, they try and lump some of them together. But the Fulani take over every other aspect of society. And they are the ones that are heading the terrorists and bandits. So what is their aim? Somebody said that Fulani are marginalized. How are they marginalized? First to think of is, does Fulani have any land or any concern to do with Nigeria? What happened in Ghana and other countries? Fulani have other cousins in other countries. But because of their style, their way of relating with other people, other human beings, they have become hostile to their environment and the people around them. So much more, we know that this is peak folly, is stupidity, foolishness, for you to come out and open your mouth and say that you put Sunday Igboho, Nnamdi Kanu in the same sentence with Bello Turji. We don't blame you people. We blame Nnamdi Azikiwe and we blame Aguiyi for not making sure that this country is split. Every other leaders are looking for northernization. Awarawa, it's Nnamdi Azikiwe and the other guy, Aguiyi. They are trying to prove a point. That is a complex. That is, they are not sure of themselves as Igbo people standing apart from Nigeria. I love what Ojukwu did. He stood against him and proved the point. That's why we can boast and beat our chest today that we want Biafra. So if you are lumping these people, I know you are insane. You say on all armed robbers and criminals, may their ends be humiliating for the many blood they have shed and unrest they have caused. If you're a Christian, there's a story in the Bible about Solomon. Two women came, one slept on her child and the child died. She exchanged her child with the child of the other one. Two women are sleeping on the bed. They have two children. One slept mistakenly or however, slept on her child. The child died. At the middle of the night, she exchanged a dead child with the living one of the other woman. And it became an issue. They took it to King Solomon. So King Solomon had to listen to their plea. The woman whose child is alive, that they exchanged with the dead one, said that allow them live. Allow them live. Don't kill anybody. The woman who slept on her child that the child died said that they should kill the two children. So because you know that you have terrorists in your region, that is, I'm talking to the Fulani North. You have terrorists, you people breeded terrorists in your region. Terrorists are Fulani, most of them are Fulani nationality. Then you want to lump, you want to put them in the same category with other people. That's what the woman did. The woman knew that she killed her child and she wanted the child of every other person to die. So in the South, this is 2024. This is 2024. We are not, I trust my Igbo people. They don't talk too much. All this kind of thing, if you talk too much, you waste your saliva. They don't really talk too much. If you know you get too head, bring that Sharia into the Southeast. And we hear the Sharia. You remember what happened the last time there was IDB camp. We don't want insecurity in the Southeast. That's why we have been calling on the government every now and then. These roadblocks, they are using it to extort people. Stop it. Stop the roadblocks. How many roadblocks? According to the report, over 500 roadblocks in the Southeast. Now, because some people decided to defend themselves under Buhari, the borders, the lands, the farmlands were porous. And these Fulanis had access into the land and were causing, killing, and destroying, kidnapping people every now and then. Under Buhari regime, there's no week you not hear Fulani attack. But look at Tinubu now, a Southern president. A Southern president is there. Nobody is talking about Fulani attack. Have you heard about Fulani attack anymore? or as it were. Under Buhari, you empower these people, and however, people had to stand and form vigilante groups. After the federal government were playing politics in the southeast, we needed to secure our forests and our farms. They created ESN, and because of ESN, you deploy soldiers to stop ESN that is defending their community, that is defending their farmlands and their villages, which the government had failed in defending. If not for the ESN, we have not recorded these successes. Buhari was there, his men were going rampage. Arewa had become another thing entirely. They were doing things anyhow they like and whatever way they like. Moving from one place to another, causing havoc. But people created ESN, then you now brought in the soldiers. And you carried all type of dance. Crocodile smile, python dance. Just because you wanted to stop some people from securing their land and asking for their freedom. So you people in the north, the reasons why you brought in your Boko Haram or whatever is to spite a southern president, which you have ever failed and you continue to fail. I blame Buhari, I blame Jonathan, because he was lily-livered at that time. If we were to be somebody like Wike, they're not born unaware, APC will not have been in power today. But Jonathan was like, the blood of any Nigerian is not worth my ambition. Although it is honorable to say so, but if you want to play politics in Nigeria, you need to understand how politics is being played in Nigeria. If you want to play politics in Nigeria, you need to understand how politics is being played. I said in my earlier broadcast, I said Southeasterners should go and whatever you have as a location, build the foundation for restructuring the Southeast. So that whatever happens at the end of the day, the Southeasterners will have something to fall back to in terms of restructuring. Whether it is inland seaport, inland dry port, whatever. So that the Southeast will have something they can fall back to. Like the Southwest is doing now. And other regions are waking up. So not waiting for anybody to come and restructure the Southeast for you. There's an opportunity. Because if Tinubu spent his 8 years and a Northerner comes back to take over, only God knows what will happen. That's why I believe that Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president. Last president. Because the mentality of these people in the North is somehow appalling. Sometimes I don't understand. I don't get. It's ridiculing. Somebody reason like that. You put it Bello Turji and Sunday go with Nnamdi Kanu in a group. That is stupidity now. Big time. These are the people that lead our agencies. These are the kind of people with this mentality that lead our parastatals. That the next time they will become president. These are the kind of people with this kind of mentality. No wonder their governor said that we were misled on the tax bill. Tax bill that a 100-level student in Unilag will read and understand. Tax bill. That then a governor of a state who is expected to lead a state to the promised land is the one that is saying that we were misled. No wonder they are not creative at all at any point in time. They must be against anything that will be creative to restructure Nigeria. Look at the tax bill. So these are the people that will come online and be talking rubbish and, well, I don't need to be emotional at this point in time. But I blame people that did not seize the opportunity to put Nigeria to restructure Nigeria in the right way. Regionalism is the way to go. That's why I've been fighting. I'm asking if we can, from what restructuring that Tinubu is doing, they can move to resource control. Wow. That would be an excellent idea. We are getting there. We are getting there. The Fulani is the reason why they are quiet. They cannot They cannot hit the Yoruba, the Southwest, or Tinubu. They will just allow him to do what he's doing. Highest, they will be patient, waiting for 8 years. They will be so patient with you, waiting for 8 years, because anything that will divide this country, it is the last thing they will ever want to hear at all. Anything that will divide Nigeria, that is the everlasting. So Nnamdi Kanu is on a standby. So because somebody dividing Nigeria, you are calling them terrorists. Nigeria that you people are unevenly benefiting from. I've said it before that if the North were to be the ones that owns this oil, we will not be having this conversation here today. They will have found a way to disintegrate from Nigeria. But yet, Southerners are feeding the whole nation. The Southerners are surviving. 97% of our imports is done in Lagos, Southwest Nigeria. Maybe 4% in Odne Airport. Sorry, Seaport. Or River Port. I think Apapa is River Port. 97% from just Lagos, 97%. Then what if something happens? That place is no more functioning. Nigeria go enter the kind of inflation when Nigeria go enter. Maybe they sell rice 1,500 per derica today. If they hear say ports don't destroy blah blah, you cannot import anything to Nigeria. Rice go from 1,500 enter 10,000 in the next 3 days. So whatever ways, even though you are saying Lagos does not have oil or gas, whatever, that is no matter. Lagos also plays a vital role in sustaining the country, the whole of South. So whether it is Southeast, South, or Southwest, the whole of South are the ones feeding Nigeria and feeding all these guys. You create insecurity because you wanted to remove Jonathan, and now you cannot contain that insecurity. You have to start feeding the demon you created, and you created a demon, and because of you, we are going through all sort of injustice. Look at Nnamdi Kanu's trial. How many days? How many years? Yet there's nothing you can find guilty from this man. An appeal court or an upper court said he's free, but you decide not to free him. That is the wish of the Fulani guys, the Fulani government, Fulani-backed government, because this government was supported by the North. Without Northern votes, Tinubu goes nowhere. Without Northern votes, it's not possible to rig without some kind of backup votes. You need votes to rig election. If you are going to rig election, you need votes. So what is happening in the southern part of Nigeria? The cheating that the North are cheating us. We need to open our eyes and wake up. Sharia in the Southwest. We dey talk and since. Sharia in the Southwest. They say our mouth they smell. Sharia in Ekiti State. Sharia successfully carries out a dispute resolution in Ekiti State. Sharia. We saw some Yoruba Ronu. That's why I said the Yoruba conservative I respect. I know them. I know the ones I respect. Before now, they have been advocating for the Yoruba supremacy, or what Yoruba consciousness, preserving their culture. Before now, before Tinubu. But all these emergency ones that just come online, I don't know what they are doing. They just start putting out tweets and threatening people. It is high time for you to speak up and act on this. I see some people changing their mouth. You're a Yoruba man, you said one thing the first time. Now you are changing your mind, your mouth. You said no Sharia in the Southwest. Second time, the same Yoruba man is saying, even though this Sharia is here, it does not affect non-Muslims. So you open your mind, your eyes in this century, 21st century, 2025, and tell me that if these people implement Sharia in a state, that it will not affect non-Christians. Have you not heard stories? I've been asleep with the sleep. Have you not heard how Christians have been affected because some people feel uncomfortable in public? Maybe during Ramadan now, you are eating in public in some places that say that it only affects Muslims and non-Muslims. They will start to chastise you to the extent that they might want to kill you, who is a non-Muslim. So the lies and manipulation, your eyes have not opened to their lies and manipulation yet. Sharia in Ekiti. I don't want to blast the Yoruba Runu today because I don't understand. It's not just about talk. Don't allow what Babangida said, what they said Babangida said. I'm using the word. What they said Babangida said. If I hear that these people are drumming the drums of war, I'll go and sleep. You have done your online part. Offline, I told you that these Fulani fundamentalists, most of them know the online, so they don't care what they are doing. It is their leaders that are online. I hope you match your words with action. If you cannot match your words with action, I don't think that you can move any leg, any day, anytime in Nigeria. Because politicians, they just want to take action. Politicians, you are in Nigeria. One reason why I've said P2B should not even worry about ruling Nigeria, because Nigerians themselves, they don't know their rights, they don't know what they do. They don't have action, they're not active. They only coming online, banter, skit, prank. That's what they know. They don't know how to engage the government constructively. They don't understand the processes of governance. Our young generation today. So is it the people that will now be able to stand against these Fulani guys that are dead. Dead guys. Dead guys. They will do anything to make sure that they have their way, irrespective of the shout you are shouting. What they understand is violence. I don't know the useless person that is comparing Igboho with Bello Turji. Igboho took action. Igboho didn't just open his mouth to talk. He took action to liberate his people from Igboho, from the siege of Fulani. Till today, the people are free. It is not by mouth. He didn't come and say, cho. Cho will not work in this aspect. What the Yoruba Ronu need to do is that wake up, engage your leaders. The other time I saw a video, people saying no Sharia, no Sharia, no Sharia. What is happening with the second video? Leaders from Yoruba land came together and said no Sharia. What is happening in Ekiti State? Whether it is arbitrary panel or whatever. See, study psychology. Study the 48 laws of power. Study it. Not everything can you see face value. You don't bring everything to face value. There are some things that really happen, and it happens for a purpose. So them bringing the arbitration panel is for a purpose. They are trying to send a message to you. And hence, we have Nigerians that are docile. They have nothing else they can do. Let's watch the game. But in the Southeast, we want to rebuild the Southeast. So any of your Fulani, whatever, don't come because we Southeast are with a para.